In this lesson, we're going to look at how to change Japanese verbs into the plain negative. A quick review on how to differentiate between weak verbs and strong verbs. If we remove the mas, and there's only one hiragana left, mimas, kimas, demas, we know it's a weak verb. If when you remove mas, the remaining hiragana is in the e row, as in tabe, mas, ake, mas, shime, mas, we know it's a weak verb. If there's a vowel in one hiragana like okimas, abimas, there are exceptions, but these two are also considered weak verbs. When we're changing weak verbs to the plain negative, as with all changing of weak verbs, it's pretty simple. We take off the mas, and this time we're going to add na, I, nai. Nai is actually also the plain form of arimasen, meaning there is not or there are not. Nai is the negative ending for verbs in the plain negative. So we remove the mas and add nai. Mimas would become minai. I don't watch, I don't see. Kimas, to wear, would become kinai. I don't wear. The verb demas, to leave the room or leave the house, demas, would change to denai, not leave, not exit. Tabemas, take away the mas, would become tabenai, I don't eat, to not eat. Akemas, to open, akenai, don't open, not open. Akenai. Shimemas, to close, shimenai, not close. Okimas, to wake up, okinai, not wake up. Abimas, to shower, abinai, to not shower. Very simply, the weak verbs in Japanese simply remove the mas and add nai to make the plain negative. This is the plain negative. Remembering our two irregular verbs, shimas, which does follow the rule here, it's just shinai, but the verb to come, kimas, actually changes to konai. Watch out for the verb to come. I don't come to school on Sunday. Konai. Konai for not come. When we're changing our strong verbs into the plain negative, we need to remember the concept of the hiragana chart. Strong verbs, if we remove the mas, the remaining hiragana is always in the I row, as in I, ki, shi, chi, ni, bi, ri, mi and ri, they're all in the I row. What we have to do is we have to jump up to the a row before adding nai. So ka I mas, instead of ka I, we actually have to jump up to the a row, but not just to ka a nai, but we actually change it from I to wa. And that's purely because it's easier to say kawanai than it is to say ka'anai. Kawanai is so much easier to say. So we go from the I in ka'imas, jump up to the top row, but then we move along and take the wa from the end. Ka-wa-nai. And we do the same thing for the verb to sing, utaimasu. The I goes to wa, utawanai. The rest are easy. Kakimasu, kakanai. Hatarakimasu, hatarakanai. Hanashi goes to hanasa nai. Tachi goes to tata nai. Machi to mata nai. Shinimasu, shinanai. Asobi to asobanai. Yobi to yobanai. Nomi to nomanai. Yomi to yomanai. Hashiri, hashiranai. And furi, furanai. Ame ga furanai. It doesn't rain. Furanai. All of the negatives simply by going up to the a row and adding nai for strong verbs. We now have all of those verbs in the negative. Kawanai, I don't buy. Utawanai, to not sing. Kakanai, not write. Hatarakanai, not work. Hanasanai, not speak. Tatanai, not stand. Matanai, not wait. Shinanai, not die. Asobanai, not play. Yobanai, not call. Nomanai, not drink. Yomanai, not read. Hashiranai, not run. Furanai, not fall when we're talking about snow or rain. And that gives us the plain negative. There's a lot of different things we can do with the plain negative, including helping us to say must, which you can look at in the video on saying must in Japanese.